I'm Khalees Marie, and I'm so excited. Tastemade has partnered up with Team Freestyle Libre, and I'm here with a blogger extraordinaire, Elise D'Alessandro of Ready to Stare. Today, we're gonna be making one of your favorite desserts, right?
Yes, we're making coconut squares today.
Whoa.
What kind of modifications have you made?
It's going to be a lighter version. There's way less carbs and actually virtually no sugar.
That's really nice to hear, because as someone living with diabetes, we're so often told, no, you can't eat that. And at the end of the day, it's really all about managing your levels and knowing where you're at so you can make informed decisions. The tool that I use to manage my diabetes is the Freestyle Libre 2. It's a sensor that I wear here on my arm. Actually, let me show you. So I take my phone, I open the app, I hold the phone up to my sensor, and then I get a reading. And here we can see that I'm in range and we're good to go. Let's do it.
You might notice that there's no all-purpose flour or cake flour or anything like that. We are swapping that for almond meal. We also have some coconut flour. So these two things combined, that's really making the base for our coconut square. You get these into our bowl. That's the coconut flour, the almond meal, then we have some baking powder, and of course, we're going with the cocoa powder. Why don't you start stirring it in the sifter to just get those lumps out. So that looks really good. And actually, why don't you just whisk everything to make sure it's well combined.
Perfect. All right, how does this look to you?
It looks really good. Okay, so these are all of our dry ingredients. And for our wet ingredients here, we're going to need to get our secret weapon into the mix. This is our secret weapon. It is a stand mixer. So in goes our eggs. Here is our sugar alternative. Whenever you're making a dessert, it always helps to have at least a pinch of salt to kind of balance out those flavors.
All right, now let's get this going, get the hard work in.
So it's super shiny and smooth, and it's like a really thick batter.
Love that. I love volume, obviously, yes.
Here's a little bit of vanilla to fold. It's just a matter of going down the middle and around the side. We're not gonna dump this all in at once.
Okay.
Let's just do half, and then we'll do the other half. There you go. You're getting the hang of it.
Middle.
Yep. So we have our pan here that's been sprayed with non-stick, and we have parchment on the bottom, and that's gonna make sure it'll be easy to come out when the time comes.
Perfect.
Even though we're swapping out different ingredients, it doesn't mean it's going to be any less delicious.
It's all about recognizing how certain foods make you feel.
I find that once we understand how different foods affect our bodies, it makes it easier to understand and enjoy what we love.
One of the ways that I've learned to understand how different foods affect my body is by wearing my Freestyle Libre 2. It is a great tool that kind of gives you the power to make informed decisions by letting you know where your glucose levels are during the day. I'm in range. Let's bake this cake.
Let's do it. All right, so that's gonna need about 30 minutes to bake.
30 minutes? Let's fast forward that a bit.
I agree.
That was fast.
Our cake has fully baked, so now we're gonna flip it over and get out of the pan.
Voila!
Ta-da!
Yeah. Now that's the parchment paper, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right, so what do we have here for the syrup? It looks pretty simple.
So first we have some unsweetened almond milk.
Okay.
And then we're gonna whisk that together with some melted unsalted butter. It might have some lumps, so we have our handy sifter. I'll help it out a little bit. So next is our alternative powdered sugar.
I'm learning some things. I can flip a cake, I can whisk.
You absolutely
I can cut the batter. I can do a lot now thanks to you. This looks good to me. What do you think?
I think we're ready to go.
Smells done. It smells good. What's the next step?
Trim the edges.
Okay, the best thing about a coconut square is that whatever piece you buy from the bakery, it's always pretty much moist. There's no crunch to it.
Do you feel good about taking this last cut?
I guess.
I believe in you.
Oh my gosh, it's like cutting a tree.
Look at your cut.
I did a good job.
You did a great job.
Ready?
Ready. So we have our cut squares, that chocolate syrup, and of course,
the coconut.
All right, so I'm using 2 forks so that I don't get too messy. And also, this is a pretty delicate cake.
Right.
So look how glossy and pretty that is. Gonna let it drain a little bit. It's all you.
Oh my goodness.
Fire.
This is smelling just like home.
Right. All right, let's get these last couple right on our plate.
Time to take the gloves off. Now I want to enjoy the product. Bite size, right in your mouth.
How do these compare to the ones in Cleveland?
Almost the same. It's just as moist as a Little Italy coconut square.
Wow, and still very light. Like I can eat this whole one and still, not feel weighed down, and I love the size of it.
Thank you, because I had no idea how to make them with such a low sugar version.
Right, until next time.
Don't be a square.